I've been a fan of the X-Men for as long as I can remember. I have an extensive collection of X-Men comics and merchandise, and the animated series from 1992 is one of my all-time favorite shows. But did you know there was actually an X-Men cartoon before the classic 90s cartoon? In 1989, a one-episode pilot for an X-Men animated series aired on the syndicated Marvel Action Universe block of cartoons. It was called Pride of the X-Men, and featured some of the most popular X-Men in a battle against Magneto and his Brotherhood of Evil Mutants. I had videotaped this episode off the original broadcast and watched it so many times that I could actually recite the dialogue word for word. And while the dialogue was super cheesy by today's standards, the animation was incredible, and it was great for me as a comics fan to see characters from one of my favorite comics in animated form. Unfortunately, the pilot episode did not go to series, and this iteration of the X-Men was not seen again until 1992 when it resurfaced in an entirely different format. On this episode, I'll be covering the uncanny X-Men arcade game by Konami. X-Men the Arcade Game is a side-scrolling beat-em-up based on the 1989 cartoon Pride of the X-Men. There were two types of cabinets released for this game, one featuring up to 4 players simultaneous play, and another monster cabinet where the maximum number of simultaneous players is 6. The player chooses one of 6 X-Men: Cyclops, Colossus, Wolverine, Storm, Nightcrawler, or Dazzler as they attempt to stop Magneto from achieving his goal of world domination. Each character is controlled with a standard joystick, a jump button, an attack button, and a mutant power button, which is a character-specific attack used to defeat multiple enemies. While very effective, this mutant power is costly as it causes a character to lose 3 health points after each use. Players must battle through hordes of robotic sentinels and other armies of Magneto's minions in an attempt to reach a boss battle at the end of each stage. These bosses are supervillains who appear to be ripped straight from the comics, like Blob, Pyro, Juggernaut, Mystique, and more. Eventually, the player has to battle Magneto himself, complete with badly translated dialogue. While it appears as though the player is battling the same bad guys over and over, this game is still a blast to play, especially with a group of friends. I can't tell you how many quarters my friends and I have pumped into this bad boy over the years, and I've always wished for a home port of this game, which unfortunately didn't happen until 2010 when it was released on the PlayStation Network and Xbox Live Arcade, followed by mobile versions for iOS and Android devices. These versions were taken down in 2013, but here's to hoping eventually they'll be re-released. There is also a large community of fans who are requesting that Arcade 1-Up, producers of some awesome 3/4 scale arcade cabinets, can put out a 4-player cabinet similar to what they did for the Ninja Turtles arcade game. No deal is in the works, but one can only hope to finally be able to play an actual arcade cabinet of this in the privacy of their own home. So whether you're a comic fan or not, this game is a blast to play, and I highly recommend grabbing a few friends and checking it out if you come across one in an arcade. Until next time.